Felix's eyes snapped open. Cold air rushed into his lungs like he'd been drowning for hours. His chest rose and fell too quickly. His senses overloaded: the scrape of fabric against his skin, the faint hum of a broken streetlight overhead, the metallic tang in the air. He was lying in an alley. At least, it looked like an alley. The colors were sharper than they should have been, every crack in the brick walls etched in perfect clarity, every drop of water glistening like liquid glass. Awakening complete. Race. Vampire fledgling tier quest number 1 progress. 100%. The red text flashed briefly before vanishing, replaced by a voice he was already starting to recognize. Congratulations, Felix. You've successfully avoided permanent erasure. Try to keep that streak going. Felix sat up slowly, muscles aching with a strange mix of stiffness and new strength. What happened to me? You've been upgraded. Your body is stronger, faster, and harder to kill. In return, you will complete quests I assign. Rewards include points, power, and occasionally, survival. Points for what? For my store. Skills, weapons, abilities, everything you'll need to evolve from a fledgling into something greater. Fail, and the world will bury you again. Felix opened his mouth to respond, but his stomach twisted violently. It wasn't hunger. It was something darker, deeper. His gaze slid toward a dark stain on the pavement, where a small trail of blood was pooling from a stray cat's body. His throat burned. His teeth ached. His heartbeat, if it could still be called that, pounded in his ears. The system's voice cut in, almost amused. Ah, yes, that's your first lesson, Felix. You are now a predator. Drink, or weaken. He stared at the blood, horrified at the thought, but the burning in his chest made it harder to resist with each second. A soft chime echoed in his head. New quest. Feed reward. 10 system points. Failure. Severe weakness for 24 hours. Felix clenched his fists, jaw tight. He'd only been alive again for minutes, and already the system was pushing him toward a line he couldn't uncross. But as his vision sharpened and the scent of iron filled his nose, he realized there might be no choice. Felix's hands trembled, not from fear, but from the way every instinct screamed at him to move. His body leaned forward before his mind could argue, knees hitting the cold pavement. The blood was still warm. He could smell it, taste it without even touching it. Do it, Felix. Every second you hesitate, your strength fades. Fledglings who starve, die. The system's voice was like silk over a blade, calm, but carrying an edge that promised it wasn't bluffing. Felix's lips hovered over the dark puddle. He hated himself for it, but the hunger clawed deeper, sharper. His jaw loosened, fangs scraping together as he lowered himself. Hey! The shout ripped through the alley, making him freeze. 2 men stood at the far end, shadows cutting sharp angles under the flickering streetlight. They were big, their clothes grimy, their eyes narrowing at him. What the hell are you doing, freak? One of them called, stepping forward. Felix pushed himself up slowly, forcing his breathing to steady. The hunger didn't vanish, it just shifted its attention. His gaze fixed on their necks, the way their pulses beat beneath the skin. The system's voice returned. Cooler now. New option available. 2 sources of blood. Higher quality than the cat. Your choice. Choice? Felix muttered under his breath. Quest update. Feed. Reward. 10-25 points. Based on source bonus. First combat encounter 5 points. The men kept walking toward him. One pulled a small folding knife from his pocket. You got a death wish hanging around here? Felix's lips curved upward without meaning to. That burning inside him. It wasn't just hunger anymore. It was thrill. Careful, Felix, the system whispered. First taste changes everything. Felix didn't back away. The knife glinted in the dim light, but all he could hear was the steady beat of the men's pulse. The taller thug stepped in first, grabbing Felix's jacket. Didn't you hear me, punk? You're in the wrong. Felix moved before the men could finish. One moment he was standing still, the next, he was behind the thug, the world blurring as if time had skipped. His hands gripped the man's shoulders, fangs already lowering toward his neck. The thug's scream cut short as Felix bit down. Warm blood flooded his mouth, richer and sharper than anything he'd ever tasted. Power surged through him, his muscles tightened, his senses flared, the burning hunger dissolving into something far more dangerous. Satisfaction. Skill unlocked. Blood dash instantly close short distances to a target, plus 15 system points. The second thug froze in shock, then bolted. Felix dropped the drained body and took a step forward, but the system's voice stopped him. No need to chase. He'll tell stories. Stories will bring prey to you. Felix wiped his mouth with the back of his hand. His heartbeat steady now to steady. The hunger had been fed, but something inside whispered it wouldn't stay quiet for long. A soft chime rang in his head. Daily quest activated. Objective: feed at least once every 24 hours. Reward: 5 points plus random item chest failure. Severe strength reduction for 48 hours. Felix's jaw tightened. You're telling me I have to drink blood every single day? Immortality is not free, Felix. Your upgrade requires fuel. Felix glanced down at the thug's lifeless body. The alley was quiet again, too quiet. Somewhere in the distance, sirens wailed. The system spoke one last time, its tone almost amused. Congratulations, fledgling. Day 1 complete. Blood analyzed. Tier 2 Street Fighter effect. Strength 5% for 1 hour. Points earned 15. Felix blinked at the notification. You're telling me blood can level me up? Correct. Drink from the weak, you survive. Drink from the strong, you evolve. Felix licked the last trace of red from his lips. For the first time since waking in the alley, he wasn't just hungry, he was curious.